Bay Packers taking on Kirk Cousins and the Minnesota Vikings.
There's a look at one of the most iconic sports venues in the lower 48. Built back in 1957 under the title of City Stadium. We are at Lambeau Field in Green Bay, Wisconsin. Tonight we've got a great Sunday night matchup between the Minnesota Vikings and the Green Bay Packers. Cousins now to throw on first down. And he's got the hook up here. It's Kyle Rudolph. Cousins. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there was a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
Yeah, that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Savage on the tackle.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
At the 41-yard line.
Working out of the gun, Cousins. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The sack by Dorian O'Daniel, the linebacker from Clemson. You know, last week it was unbelievable how many times they were in the backfield. They had 7 sacks. Whatever they had for pregame meal last week, maybe they had it again.
I think they're going to continue to repeat it if they keep this up. But remember, we were at their facility, and we walked past the defensive meeting room, and what did it say over the door? Rush the passer. It's a philosophy. It's a statement. That's who they want to.
And he's going to go down again. Zadarius Smith in there to get him. And on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
2 sacks last week. Another one right here. He's been unblockable lately. I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
And a few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care at this point.
The Packers take over 1st and 10. At their own.
Loving the Packers now with a 1st and 10 at their own 44. Off the play fake, he'll set up to throw it. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. There he goes left side. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. And on that one, with 6 defensive backs, did he need to be more careful throwing the football? I mean, I guess obviously in hindsight he did, but...
Yeah, hindsight, but even in foresight, when you got 6 defensive backs on the field, you just know you're going to get multiple coverages. You're never sure what you're going to see. But the biggest one is you don't have much reaction time for your receivers to go get the football, because those guys, they're the best cover guys on the field. They go get it. And on that play, they took it the other way for 6 points.
Yeah, that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The Packers offense here coming back out for their 2nd drive. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in the conference.
And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Viking territory.
The tackle.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the Vikings.
Love looking to throw it. And he finds Howard complete. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 26. A gain there of 21 yards.
10 at the 26-yard line.
Love now to pass on first down. This will be caught inside the 10. And brought down, but not before they get it inside assign the 10 to the 7. It's another first down as they look his way again, this time 19 yards.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target. He didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius, understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball, and puts it right out there for the nice pickup. And we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. O.J. Howard, touchdown number 15 of the year. And the Packers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Good bounce-back drive right there through the pick on drive number 1. Drive number 2 leads him right down the field into the end zone.
Agree totally. Excellent bounce-back, tremendous poise, confidence never lost, and obviously he transmitted that to his teammates as well. What a really nice drive.
Mason Crosby, the kickoff for Green Bay.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Fielded in the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard.
The Vikings taking the field here for their second drive of the game. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll make it second and a foot or so.
It's second and inches.
Play action now. Cousins. That's complete to Justin Jefferson. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That one good for 26 and a first down.
6 yards.
How about a guy proving his worth in different ways? Had the big play in the run game to play before. This time, they go right back to him in the passing game, and he comes through with yet another big play. That's why you work out so hard in the offseason.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Josh Jackson. And he is all the way up past the 25.
Cousins pass.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
Loving the Packers now with a 1st and 10 at their own 26. Following the interception, Love. Open man is Howard, the tight end. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A good pickup there at 22.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
On play action, Love to throw. And looking for Kirk, but this pass is intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. And they will finally get him down as he's all the way to the 36-yard line. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
Dalvin Cook.
They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
By Dean Lowry. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6. At the 32-yard line.
Cousins to throw it. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was trying to hit Taylor Gabriel that time. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
Setting up the screen for Cook. Cook able to escape. And they move this all the way down to the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a first down.
And a nice pickup there. He gets about 5 down to the 4-yard line. So that run gets him about halfway home.
Yeah, it's now 2nd and goal. The end zone beckons. It looms. They can do whatever they want. Full playbook. Run it again, or they can go play action and try and put it in that way.
On 2nd and goal, here's the option. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Kirk Cousins, a 4-yard touchdown scamper. And the Vikings have taken the lead.
Partner, wasn't that long ago that when I talk with these NFL coaches about different innovations in the college game, you can see their eyes roll and they just shut down right away. Don't bring me that Joe College stuff. Well, guess what? The college game has definitely infiltrated its way into the NFL.
Yeah, and these guys, when you're seeing the option defensively, you got to stick to your assignments. I know that's cliche. They didn't do it there.
And option football means exactly what you just talked about. Assignment football.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. With these run-pass options, we often talk about a good quarterback and running back. Well, having a talented wide receiver helps also.
Yeah, even coming in 3rd in the discussion, sometimes that means he really should be first because all you want to do is get the ball in their hands and let them make the big plays downfield.
And this will be a Packers first down as the tackle made it about the 43-yard line. It's a 9-yard gain, and it'll keep the drive moving. Right back to him on first down. Room here to run. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score.
14. Packers 7.
From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Love from the gun. Now he lets it go deep for Kirk. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive.
Brings up 3rd.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
They need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a first here on 3rd down. That one complete to the former Seminole, Auden Tate. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw.
And the holder's going to keep it. He's going to try to run for it. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on 4th.
Brandon, I come from the school that if you have 4th and 1, I'll leave my offense out there if I decide to go for it. Going for it from a fake field goal position, that seems like it's just extra work.
Yeah, I'm shocked. I mean, you start further back. You also pigeonhole yourself with options, but they got it done.
I think sometimes coaches look at it as we're going against not the #1 defense.
And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Auden Tate, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Packers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Certainly there are good things about quick strike offenses that score fast, but a long drive can also work to your advantage as well.
In so many ways, Brandon, because #1, you get them tired, but the big one is mentally. They can't figure off the field, how to get the ball back. They go to the bench wondering, what are we going to do next time in order to stop those guys?
And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
At their own 28-yard line.
The Vikings ready to go again on offense. There have been points on the board. We just saw back-to-back touchdown drives. I love it. I'm high-fiving our statistician, Christian McLeod, and you're angry. You're a defensive guy.
If you met one of my defensive coordinators, God rest his soul, I'm surprised he isn't in this booth right now wanting to really take...
Now the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. Kenny Clark. Give him the credit for the sack and a loss of 14 yards.
They're in the top 5 in sacks in the league coming into this one. That's their third one in this game. Obviously, pass rush has been a strength of this team all year long.
And apparently they're not satisfied with top 5. They want to climb that ladder.
Yeah, I think it goes back to their offseason. They decided to make it a priority, and it's working out.
Cousins pass.
A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for third down.
13. But it brings up third down.
On third down, Cousins. Got an open man finding Jefferson. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Jefferson.
That's a big gainer on that play, and from experience, I can tell you, that's where defensive backs will come into the huddle and say, guys, how about some pass rush? But you're going to say it nicely because those big guys up front, they don't like being criticized very much. Quarterbacks in this league, you know they'll pick you apart if you give them time like that to find receivers downfield.
It's a gain of 8.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Give to Cook out of the gun. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. It'll be a gain of 2 on the play, but they'll remain a few inches short here with third down looming.
Brings up third and less than a yard.
Cousins. And the throw there going to be incomplete. They sure went against conventional wisdom, calling a pass on 3rd and inches.
Had to be thinking to themselves, the defense is going to overcommit against the run. Should be an easy pitch and catch. Didn't turn out that way.
Here's Jake Elliott. Career long, by the way, for him, 61 yards. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt. That's on target, but it's no good. He had it on line, but it came up just shy of the crossbar. And this game will remain tied here in quarter number 2.
Not quite enough leg. This one was on target, but it needed a little more behind it. And by about the width of a football, this will stay a tie ball game.
They'll run on first down. Wallace. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down. Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage, but every one of these RPOs, if you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside or the quarterback keeps it, that allows you to fool the defense so often. And in this case, fooled them with the inside run.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. Give him 15 there, and the Packers have a first.
1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Off the play fake, Love. They'll roll him out right. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
A gain of 9.
I think the last 2 plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy because you know he can throw the football, but how about his use of legs as well? What we call those broken plays, you can't account for them.
Yeah, those plays, those 2 that you just mentioned, a microcosm really of how he can hurt you. That, I believe, will put him over 100 yards receiving for the game. Yes, it will. And he's got a first down to boot. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on.
And for the 3rd time here this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Anthony Barr. And a a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, well, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
On second down now, it's Cook. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Taken down right at the line of scrimmage.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. They're looking for Jefferson, but this is intercepted. Picked off at the 19. Then into the end zone. It's a pick six and a Packer touchdown.
Mason Crosby for the extra point.
Now remember, this is the #1 defense in the National Football League. There's a good example of why.
Shows that they set an aggressive tone, not just stopping the run, not just getting after the quarterback, but the ball's in the air. They treat it like they're the receivers, and they went after that one and took it all the way.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
And now out comes Minnesota. To it after the pick six. Cousins. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
Incomplete.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10.
The 24-yard line.
Here's Cousins. And the 3rd interception thrown by Cousins. Picked off at the 28. And into the end zone. It's a pick six and a Packer touchdown.
Mason Crosby.
So a dangerous pass over the middle into zone coverage, and it bit him hard.
And what's really difficult when you throw it in that direction and versus that zone, that means the linebackers have gotten to their spot, gotten their heads back around, and they can see the quarterback and everything in front of them. And they took big advantage of it, went in the other direction. Excellent blocking, and picked up a touchdown.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Now the Minnesota offense set to take over again. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 11 yards there, 1st down. Packer pressure, and down he goes. Kenny Clark in there yet again. What else is new? He continues to rewrite the record book in single-season sacks. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off at the 35. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line.
You're trailing, you're trying to get points late in the half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. That's going to be caught. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Christian Kirk, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Packers add on to their lead.
That score that they just gave up there, that's a tough one for their defense to swallow because they've had a tough time through the first 2 quarters. They really were determined to get a stop there. Unable to do so, that makes their comeback hopes that much more difficult.
Mason Crosby to kick off for Green Bay.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30.
At their own 28-yard line.
Minnesota now ready for their next possession. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
He was looking for his tight end there, Kyle Rudolph. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
It's 2nd down and 10.
From the gun, here's Cousins. This one brought in by Jefferson. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
A gain of 12. 1st down, Minnesota.
To throw, Cousins. Incomplete.
I hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this first half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass.
Yeah, you might be holding your breath, but those guys on the defensive side of the ball, they've got big smiles on their faces. He's handing out picks like the people just leave the candy out at Halloween and you take what you want. They're having a blast out there playing against him today.
22 yards there, a 1st down. So we're at halftime. Due to time constraints, we move you forward in today's broadcast to the beginning of the 3rd quarter.
Vikings 14.
So it's the Packers set to receive the kick. They've got the lead as well as we are underway in the 3rd quarter. This will be fielded inside the 5. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
The Packers take over 1st and 10. At their own 29-yard.
Jordan Love in this offense ready to get the football back. And it was somewhat of a strange first half. He threw 3 interceptions, yet you look at the scoreboard, they've got the lead.
So you know what I think he did at the half? He stood up in front of the team, especially in front of the defense, and said, thank you. Appreciate what you've done. You guys have picked me up in a big way. And guess what? I'm going to get back to being who I am, which is pretty darn good. Let's go play the second half.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a 1st down.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. He was trying to get that ball to Auden Tate, but it's going to be 2nd down.
Harrison Smith on the coverage.
Now a give right side. It's Wallace. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Well, let's see. Yeah, the offense still out there. They elect to go on 4th and 11. And they're going to try the screen. It's complete. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And it'll be a turnover on downs. Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at the 45.
He fakes the give here and looks to throw.
That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
First down, Vikings.
So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
Complete to Kyle Rudolph.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
2nd and 3 at the 23-yard line.
Throwing his Cousins. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32.
My man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid question. What's the witching hour?
Yeah, the witching hour. That's when everything goes haywire late at night.
Complete. Jefferson the target.
And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to the 30. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down.
Looked like the screen pass was taken away there, and that was a nice job of improvising, but it's not normal. Usually when the screen pass is taken away, you're taught to just throw the ball to the ground at the feet of the receiver so that you don't get it intercepted and just start over. But he ended up finding another receiver.
That keeps the score. Packers 35, Vikings 14.
So here are the Packers now to take over. They've got the lead right now, and remember, they are riding that very impressive 7-game winning streak, trying to push it to 8.
Always disappointing when you miss a field goal, but when you're playing against a defense this good, you and I both know that's a crucial miss because you can't afford to leave any points out there. You've got to take them when you can.
On 1st and 10, Love. Over the middle, complete to Tate. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
Line of scrimmage, the 43 on 2nd and 4.
And to give this time to the tailback. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. And quickly they get to the line. They'll keep it on the ground. Wallace. And some room to work. And he almost made it, but just short. Finally out of bounds, right down around the goal line.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
So 3 plays, already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. To throw now, here's Love. Touchdown, Packers! Touchdown and Tate with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. The touchdown all set up by the big play one snap before, but they finish it off here with a shorter completion, this time for the score.
I like how they stuck with what got them there, right? The big pass play, got the momentum going, right? That's you create it with a play like that, and you come right back with another pass play to finalize things off.
And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
10 at their own 25-yard line.
Now the Vikings offense gets set to take over here. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up.
Yeah.
Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
You think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. Good job there keeping him to a short gain. Of course, he's coming off a really terrific performance. Reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week.
And I know people get caught up in what you're the reigning Defensive Player of the Week. You must have made a bunch of spectacular plays. Like you mixed in a few of those, but most of the plays are just like we saw there. Keep them to short gains and make the fundamental tackle.
It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first. Following the good run by Cook, here's another 1st and 10.
First downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game. Now whistles and a timeout. Looks like we've got a Viking slow to get up. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside.
I got him. Watch 36. 36 to Mike. Yeah, let's get sack lunch.
On 2nd and 12, Cousins. And Rudolph has it, the tight end.
Cousins pass.
6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
Gain of 6 yards. And it's 3rd down.
Working out of the gun, Cousins. And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. Kenny Clark in there to get him yet again. That is his 3rd sack tonight. They can't figure him out.
It's been a tough one all game long for this offensive line. They're already down big, and now you know they're just going to come after the quarterback in a big way, don't you?
Yeah, they just can't get out of their own way right now. It's created an avalanche, and an avalanche is coming right on top of them. On the return is Kirk.
Receiving team.
So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. Now a give right side. It's Wallace. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. And they're going to speed things up here. Now a 2nd down throw for Love here. That's caught by Howard. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. That one good for 26 and a 1st down.
That was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver. Although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
On 1st down, Wallace. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 13-yard gain yet again, just like last play. 1st down, Love to pass. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
They've given up a few 1st downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
On 2nd down, Love once more. His throw caught right around the 6. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line.
1st and goal at the 4-yard line.
1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
14.
To the air again, Love escaping the pressure right. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
They're certainly not letting up on the pressure in this one, and oftentimes you hear this expression, all gas, no break from defenses. But in this case, it's the offense still throwing the football up big in the 4th quarter.
Flush to his right. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Anthony Barr. And nothing there on the return. They've got the football, but they'll have to start this drive at their own 4-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is...
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 11 and into the end zone. It's a pick 6 and a Packer touchdown.
For the extra point.
Oh, this is becoming tough to watch. I don't know that I've seen 3 pick sixes from the same quarterback in the same game.
And I know that many are going to scream at the coach about why did you let him stay out there to throw those. But truthfully, what are the odds that you're going to throw 3 pick sixes in a game? You want to leave them out there so they can work through some of the rough stuff.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
And now out comes Minnesota.
We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter.
After the pick 6, they go right back to the air. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call.
Roughing the passer defense.
Maybe a frustration penalty there because he's picked them apart.
They've tried their best to get to him and haven't done it successfully. A penalty is a result of that hit there.
Watch 36. 36 to Mike.
A first down throw for Cousins. Setting up the screen for Cook. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the 41-yard line.
36 to Mike. Here we go here. Mike 36.
To throw it is Cousins. That'll be complete to Cook. No gain on that one, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
So many screen passes are the result of excellent acting by everyone. But sometimes the guy who's getting the ball tips the play off. The running back, because he's eager to get the pass, and sometimes he doesn't act very well about whether he's going to block or leak out or whatever. And I think that they saw that, and that's why they're able to get to him on it.
And he will get him down a couple yards shy of the first down marker. A nice tackle coming up from his free safety spot. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They tackle him almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Now they go for it on 4th down, but that pass is knocked away and incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Packers are going to get the football back in excellent field position.
The Green Bay offense ready to take over. Now, this game is all but over after that last 4th down stop. The only question left, will they play conservative and run the clock or try to pour some salt in the wound? Throwing quickly, this is caught by Kirk.
Love's pass.
No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 48-yard
To
line.
pass, here's Jordan Love. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
And that is incomplete. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you could put yourself in jeopardy.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. Open, that's Marquez Valdez-Scantling. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. That's a 4th down pickup of 10 yards and an opportunity certainly missed on the defensive side.
1st and 10 at the...
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Going back to Love. Eluding the pressure right. Now he'll pull it down. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Working out of the gun. Love. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people pointed out to me, it's a video game, man.
Hammering for the goal line. He loses the football.
Love on the keeper.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
Very fortunate to get another shot. Here's second and goal.
And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. Anthony Barr comes rumbling in for the sack.
A 9-yard loss brings up third and goal.
Love, this is third and goal. And the pressure gets to him again. On after the sack, he's still down on the field. We'll check on his status when we get back. And they're going to go for this thing. They're not going to leave anything to chance. They're going to roll the dice on fourth and goal. Out of the shotgun, it's Love. And it is incomplete. They can't hook up here on the fourth down pass attempt. And the Vikings defense is going to get the football back. So they were really trying to put the nail in the coffin there already with this lead here in the fourth. But they didn't get it.
Guaranteed, it's not going to be a fun handshake in the postgame, right? You just know that there's going to be some bad blood there. And I know if we go to the postgame press conferences, the winning coach, you know what he's going to say, why he did it? We need the points, okay? Because you never know at the end of the year if points are going to come into the tiebreaker if we're trying to get into the playoffs. That's always the standard justification.
He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
14-yard line.
To throw again on second down. Cousins. He gets this one into the hands of Dalvin Cook. And he's going to get forward for about 5, but that may be coming back. What say you, Mr. Referee?
No.
Well, there have been a ton of sacks. They were just trying to prevent another.
So what you're telling me is the conventional way has not really worked for them, huh?
Not at all.
Not all. So he tries to grab him here, and they still get caught.
And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 15. And he'll be brought down around the 7-yard line. Well, CD, this defense, man, at this rate, they're just having fun out there right now.
And normally with this type of a lead, if you're a starter on defense, you're saying, hey, let the other guys play. But with this going on, no one wants to come out of the game. They all want their shot at picking off a pass.
The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Second down, Love rolling to his left. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Well, they just continue to roll. And, Charles, for you and I, we want the close games, but for them, it has to be so nice to enjoy this big cushion.
I can't remember the last time we saw them play this loose and have this much fun. I think they'd love to be able to capture this game, carry it with them from week to week, and be able to execute like this in all the rest of their games.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
First and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Vikings offense now heading out to take over.
Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. Just too much to handle on the other side in this one.
Now left side on the swing pass. He'll have a first down past the 40. And all the way up to the 45-yard line. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. First down, here's Cousins. He's going to get this one down to Cook. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined Packer pressure, and down he goes. Kenny Clark, make that now 4 sacks for him in tonight's ball game.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
After the sack on first down, Cousins under pressure again, and down he goes again. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play.
3rd and long.
So now after the sack, Cousins and the Vikings come up here 3rd and long. From the gun, here's Cousins. Open man, Taylor Gabriel. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. They get 13, but it's not nearly enough. And it'll be 4th down. Here's Jake Elliott. Career long, by the way, for him, 61 yards. This will be spotted just shy of midfield. A 59-yard attempt. And this kick is not going to be close. It's well short, well right to boot. And this score will stay right where it is. Well, when you've got a kicker out there who's already missed twice, he definitely would rather have about a 30-yarder rather than one from a neighboring county.
Can we agree to just give a pass on that one? It would have definitely been a way to turn his mood around, but instead, it's a 3rd miss and another scoreless possession.
He'll buy some time right. And now he's going to use his legs. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Now the Packers going to burn their 3rd and final timeout. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. That one looks like he'll throw here. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Part of the reason we're in overtime, all the interceptions he's thrown in this game, but that was a good throw right there.
He's really not daunted, is he, partner? I mean, it's been